Yes, a very happy morning, dear students. Hope you all are doing good. Okay, so we are very near to our first term exams, and by this class or by this session, we are going to complete our the first term portions. Okay, hope you all got your portions, children. If any doubts, please call me or just message me. I'm there to help you out. Okay, so in today's class, we are going to see about understanding laws. So in the last class only, we have seen about why do we need parliament, and there only I have given you the some introduction about laws. Okay, in today's class, we are going to see about making of laws, understanding laws, and we'll go for recapitulation. Okay, so if you start remembering or you just recalling the name laws, or what are all the laws we can see in our daily life. Every day we will be seeing some basic laws, we'll be hearing about that, some the common laws. What are all the laws you can just recall and tell me? Yes, there is a rule that till the 14 years the children has to study. That is one law. And then we should not violence, non-violence is a law. And then is the marriage, 18 years only, after the 18 years the girls should get married. That is one law. And above 18 years we have a right to vote. So there are many laws we will be looking around us. Okay, some domestic laws are there, some criminal laws are there, n number of the different kinds of laws are there. Okay, in today's class we are going to see how these laws are made. Okay, how they started to make this laws. We'll be seeing about that and how it started, that we'll see. And if already the law has made, if the people are not happy with that law, what happens? Okay, that we'll be seeing today. Yes, sorry. Yeah, coming to the next concept, we are going to see about, do laws apply to all? For example, so in the earlier time and all, what happened, the people who were in the good position, domination, or in the government officials and all, what happens, those rules were not applicable to those people because they were in the power. So they were easily escaped from the punishment of whatever the things. But now, do you think it is continuing in the same way? No, children. Okay, here, do laws apply to all? Yes. Yes, children, the laws are applying to all because we have some fundamental rights. Do you guys remember? Can you people recall that? There is a right called, yes, that is equal under the all are equal before the law, and we have some constitutional remedy also, that right also we have. Okay, see, persons in independent India are equal before the law because since we are democratic country, so we are independent. So in independent India, we all are equal to the law. Okay, the laws applies to everyone from the normal person till the president. Okay, the law will be same for everyone. If you do any mistakes, the same rule will be applied for you also, and if any ministers does the same mistake also, the same law will be applied. Okay, the law cannot discriminate between persons on the basis of their religion, caste, or gender. So here what they are telling, children, any law that cannot be discriminated by the people based on their religion. Yes, if they are based on their religion, based on their caste, based on their gender, based on their status, okay, or whatever the position they'll be having, We will not be discriminating the people based on their religion or the position or their caste or their gender. Okay, that is, by that we are understanding that the laws are equal to everyone, that is, that laws are applying to all. And the next, what the rule of law means. What do you mean by the rule of law? See here, it is that all laws apply equally to all the citizens of the country and no one can be above the law. So here what they are telling, children? Yes, children, the rule of law means, yes, all the citizens of the country are equal. Okay, the laws will be applied to everyone in an equal way and no one will be treated above the law. Okay, see, neither a government official nor a wealthy person, not even the president of the country is above the law. That means all are equal before the law. Okay, the law will apply to everyone in an equal way. It may be a very rich person or it may be the poor person, or it may be the government official or it may be the private official. Okay, even including the president of the country will be equal to the law. Okay, hope you guys understood, right? Yes, children. And then next, see, in ancient India, there were innumerable and often overlapping local laws. So earlier we knew that we were not following the democracy. That time we were following, yes, monarchy. So there what happens in a monarchy? Only one king was there. He was making the rule, and it was a discrimination was there based on their religion, based on the communities, based on the caste. Okay, so that's the reason there were the different kinds of laws were there. See, different communities enjoyed different degrees of autonomy in administering these laws among their own. So what happened? Based on the communities, the people were enjoying the the liberty of our autonomy in the administering of these laws. However they want, they were enjoying those laws. But now it is not like that. It may be any religion, Hindu, Muslim, Christ, anyone, all are equal before the law. Okay, see here, that slowly began to change as this system of law began to further evolve during the colonial period. So what happened? Once we have, we started studying in history about this British people, colonial rule, colonial period, all those things. So once the British people came to India, what happened? The many laws, many rules started to change. Okay, so even here also, some laws started to change during the colonial period. Okay, see, it is often believed that it was the British colonists who introduced the rule of law in India. So here, the people started to believe that the British people started to introduce the rule of law. But is it true, children? No, because even those people were not treating our Indians equally. Okay, it is just a belief that the people were believing that the British colonists were, those people were introduced the rule of law in India. So hope you guys understood what do you mean by rule of law. That means all are treated equally before the law. That means the law applies to everyone equally, irrespective of their caste, irrespective of their religion, irrespective of their status. Okay, see, historians have disputed this claim on several grounds, two of which include, which are all those two? We'll see one. The first, that colonial law was arbitrary. And the second, that the Indian nationalists played a prominent role in the development of the legal sphere in British India. So here what they are telling children, to have this, about this laws and all, there were two main things. One, it is the British, that is the colonial law was arbitrary, and the one more thing was our Indian nationalists, the people who were struggling for our independence, played an important role in the development of legal sphere in British India. Okay, those people played an important role. Okay, see, one example of the arbitrariness that continued to exist as part of British law is the Sedition Act of 1870. So they had lot of the different kinds of laws. Okay, in that, so there what happened, the maximum autocracy kind of administration the British were doing. That means no other people had the rights. Okay, so that is the reason, though that is one of the example we can see is Sedition Act of 1870. So what it is telling, what do you mean by Sedition Act? That means if any person or any persons are protesting or any people are criticizing the British government, those people could be arrested without due trial, without any information also they can be arrested. Okay, so this is all the things we can see that how autocracy kind of administration the British were ruling in India. Okay, hope you guys are understanding now, children. Yes, and the next thing we can see is Indian nationalists began protesting and criticizing this arbitrary use of authority by the British. So finally what they started to do? Our Indian nationalists. So our Indian nationalists started to protest and they started to oppose the the autocracy kind of administration, and they started to criticize. What do you mean by criticizing, children? Excuse me. Yes, criticizing means they started to find the mistakes in their administration. Okay, and the use of authority by the British, autocracy kind of administration which they were ruling in India. That and all those people, our Indian nationalists, started to protest and criticize. They started to identify the mistakes. They started to identify the faults in their laws. Okay, see here. They also began fighting for greater equality. We know that our Indians were fighting for equality and independence. Yes or no? And wanted to change the India of law from a set of rules that they were forced to obey to law as including idea of justice. So what our Indian nationalists started to do? They started to protest and they started to criticize the laws which were made by the British and the autocracy kind of administration or authority that they were using on Indians. And they also began, they started to fight for the equality. So no, children, we know that our nationalist people, the revolutionaries, they were fighting for the equality, and then they were expecting the change, the idea of law from set of rules that they were forced to obey. Whatever the laws, they were forcing our Indians to follow those rules. Those things they started to oppose. Okay, and to law as including idea of justice. So they were expecting the justice and they were expecting the more equality among the people. Okay, and they were expecting the whatever the rules the British people were forcing our Indians to follow, that also they started to oppose, and they were expecting that has to be changed. Okay, hope you guys are understanding, right? So you people understood what do you mean by rule of law. Okay.